Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hello Cancerians, thanks for joining me for the Rock and Roll Tarot forecast. We're going to do a tarot reading with the Hanson Roberts deck. This will be the last time I'm going to use that Hanson Roberts because my deck's nearing completion. We'll be using it from now on. And then I'm going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my own creation. And speaking of my own creations, I have a tarot book called Tarot in the Modern World. It's very easy to understand and very reasonably priced. You can either find it from the link below or just look on Amazon for Tarot in the Modern World. If you want to find out more about the deck and other things I'm offering, check that info section. And if you want to subscribe to make sure you don't miss a beat, hit that subscribe button down in that other corner. Okay, the cards are ready. They're hot and ready, baby. Another hair in there. I had a hair in there for somebody else. Oh well, I'll leave it. Leave it for now. Cancerians, March 2016. What is going on for you Cancerians anyway? That hair got caught in there. Cancers. Okay. That hair's gonna bug me. I gotta get it out. Okay, I got it out. So got some people. If you've never seen my reading before, anytime there's people, the two kings and the queen in this case, even though I say he and I say she, it could be either or, because there's just too many people. And speaking of that too, I think it is a good idea, and with a tarot reading, to not necessarily just stick to your sun sign. You should totally look at your rising and moon, because maybe you're going to find something there. And speaking of the moon, it's in the spread, so maybe you guys are really supposed to check that moon sign. Well, you're the moon child too. You're the moon child number one. So that's, the moon is your ruling. It's not a planet. It's your ruler. The moon is your ruler. Okay, you're ruled by the moon. But secondly, anytime I get that moon card, I always talk about the new and full moons for the month. And in this month, it's even more prevalent because we are having a new moon eclipse. It's eclipse season. We're going to get an eclipse in Pisces and a new moon eclipse on the 3/8, March 8th. The 8th of March. And then, what's the Ides of March? That just popped into my head. I'll have to look that up. Something about the Ides of March. I think it didn't work out too good for... Isn't that the day they killed a dude, Caesar? Didn't work out too good for him, but I don't know. That popped into my head, so maybe that's relevant, or maybe we could find out that exact day, the Ides of March, if that's an actual date. And maybe that's going to be important to somebody. But back to this. Full moon is on the 23rd in Libra, so those are two key dates to pay attention to. The reason the eclipses are more powerful is because they they impact you more, and they span a longer amount of time. These last for 6 months rather than approximately 1 month. Well, you know, the King of Cups is in the spread, and that may be you. Because the King of Cups is the water sign person. The Scorpio, the Cancer, the Pisces. Could be somebody else, but maybe it's you. Talking about, again, I'm getting a lot of this I think these eclipses, people who have been stuck, they're going to get unstuck. Because eclipses bring changes. It's no little, oh, it's the eclipse. It's, you know, people worry about Mercury retrograde all the time. I think eclipses are way more impactful than any Mercury retrograde ever is. So it's worth paying attention to. But anyways, back to this. 8 of Cups in reverse. So we got 8 of Cups in reverse. This is trying to move on, move forward, move on, but not being able to. Kind of feeling stuck, not being able to move on. Whatever this, because that's on one side of you. Oh, what is that song? I'm getting a lot of music this month too. Jokers to the left of me, or something to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So that's going to be your song, I guess. Look that up. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. That's what it is. So, I mean, that popped into my head. It's not, I don't know that that's necessarily the meaning, but that's what Spirit showed me, what I heard. Because this is struggle. You can't maintain it. This is struggle, struggle, struggle. When it's upright, it's like, yeah, we're struggling, but I'm still on top of it. I'm handling it, you know. But it's in reverse, it's like, it's unsustainable. You're going down. You know, I'm not saying you're going down, but if you try to keep up that pace, you're going down. You definitely have some great cards here. So don't, just because I said that, you don't have to, oh, screw her, I'm changing the channel. No, listen, there's more to come. There's good stuff. But this is the first things that showed up. And this is the things that are showing up around the water sign person, who is you. So there could be a ball of confusion. Okay, ball of confusion. There's another one. That's a good song. Now that one is one that I do like. Most of these songs that have been popping out this month are really pretty lame-o. But that's a rockin' tune. Ball of Confusion. So we can maybe look up the lyrics to Stuck in the Middle with You and Ball of Confusion. But let's get on to the reading. We can cut the lyric thing for now. King of Rods is showing up. And so this is always somebody who is good, helpful when they show in the right upright position, somebody that can possibly help you out. And by the way, sometimes it can talk about the time or the season. And we're going to have the ingress, the change of the season, the cardinal ingress, which is in this case is when the sun moves into Aries on 3/20. So that's another big event that's happening in March. A lot of big, astrology. I don't always talk about the astrology so much in this. So by the time we move into the spring, well, in the northern hemisphere, like the time of Aries, King of Rods, Rods is fire, there should be a shift. And notice how he's cat-a-corner to that moon. I want to get to this moon because this moon, another thing I'm going to be doing for people, if it hits me, and it's hitting me every month, or every reading this month, what sucks me in? What am I drawn to? I'm drawn to this. This is what draws me in right here for you guys, because that's your ruler. And you could take a look at this too and see what draws you in. I mean, if you want to, go for it. But the moon next to the Empress, that's beautiful. That's some beautiful energy, man. And you know what else? Even though the moon is your ruler and your card probably and all that stuff, I would say the Empress totally is part of your energy, because Cancer is the moon, the mother, and the Empress is the mother. The other things that the Empress is besides the mother or the pregnant woman, which could be for a lot of you, is it's a card of major abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, and happiness, well-being. And just like the new moon eclipses are stronger than the other ones that the regular ones, the major arcana are more impactful and important than the minor arcana cards. And these are the two major arcana smack next to each other. Moon is intuition, though. It is a lot of what the meaning of the moon is. But I think in your case, it's talking about these eclipses. I think many of you are going to really be impacted by these eclipses. Because the new moon eclipse in Pisces is trining your sign of Cancer. It's a trine. And the full moon in Libra is a square. And the Aries, you're a cardinal sign. The cardinal ingress. It's always when the sun moves into a cardinal sign as we change seasons. As many of you know, in the summer, when the sun moves into Cancer, we move into summer, right? So you're part of this cardinal signs. There's a cardinal cross, it's called. So, and not to get too much into astrology, but it could really be impacting you, okay? And I think it's in a good way. You got to make a decision, though. You got to make a decision. And there's money at risk to make the changes, to move on, to not be stifled. Maybe you're just working so much because you need the money, and sometimes you just have to put the brakes on and say, I just got to slow down. I feel like that's a big message for you guys, too, slow down. Because she's not... Does the Empress look like she's about to be fighting out there with sticks? Hell no. She is in her throne, in her center. She is at peace, and she is not caught up in any friction whatsoever. She's staying calm and allowing abundance to happen, too. That's another big key about this. Stay calm, because this is not an energy of being calm. Okay. You got the soulmate card right next to the Emperor, so that is really cool. And soulmate is usually a love card, and it could be a love card, so there could be some good love vibes going on for many of you. That could be. But also, the soulmate is anybody, is any kindred spirit that you're knowing or meeting or you're supposed to be interacting with, and maybe they owe you a favor. That's a lot of times what it is. Maybe they're going to give you a leg up. Well, the Emperor is definitely going to give you a leg up anyway, okay? Maybe some of you are going to get into a relationship with a very powerful person, because the Emperor is somebody who's powerful. The Emperor sounds negative nowadays, but it really isn't. It's just a fair and just ruler. So it's somebody who does have a lot of power, but they're cool. You know, they're not overcome with it or full of themselves. It could be that's even the same person. And again, even the Emperor does not have to be a man, no matter what. If I'm reading you, the Emperor never has to be a man in modern day. The Emperor was a male because in the old days this was the only person who had power of authority. You notice that the Emperor and the Empress are here along with the soulmate. So, you know, that's the natural partnership, right? So for many of you, there could be some major good love stuff going on here. And the Empress loves herself and treats herself well. And the Emperor does too, you know. So many of you, if you're out there looking, I think a lot of you could find somebody that you really deserve, or that could be like really make you blossom, or the best of you. There is another Queen of Swords over here, but I just don't even feel any pull to her. He or she, but I'm going to refer to it as her. A lot of times the Queen of Swords is a gossip. Sometimes I think the Queen of Swords could be your own mind chatter. Ooh, when I looked up, it said 11:11 when I was talking about that mind chatter. I showed this on one of the other signs. I'd have to show it to you guys too. Hold on. Last week I was doing a lot of mind chattering myself, and I was getting kind of in the, running stuff around in my head. And, I try to be aware of this stuff, and I get in that zone sometimes too, And the coolest thing happened. I ordered these petals from China because they're very inexpensive, like over a month ago, probably 6 weeks ago. So this package comes. I didn't even know what it was. I open it up. It's this petal that I ordered for my keyboard, and look what it said on it. Paranoid. Oh, that just blew my mind, man. It's just like, here I am in a day. I don't get those days as often anymore where I'm in my mind, chatter, chatter, chatter. And what comes in the mail? A message from the universe. He was telling me, quit being paranoid. Cut it out. I needed that little reminder. So that's like that moon energy, too. So these subtle things can happen, and these messages can come. And, the Empress is certainly not listening to whatever this is. She's not listening to that. Nor is the Emperor. It's just like, shoo fly, go away. But I think for a lot of you that might be your inner chatter. Believe in yourself. Believe in miracles. The Fool. Be open. Be open to miracles. What does the Fool look at? I always look at what that Fool looks at. It's looking right up at that Empress. I always... this is my 2 key cards that I really am focusing in on for you guys this month. All right, let's go ahead and move over to the animal totem. Don't forget, if you want to order this deck, the info's up here, and I believe below. The info for the thing is below the video, the book here. Hit subscribe, or you can follow me on Facebook if you want. It's down there too, below the video. Okay, Cancerians for March 2000. Turtle. I like turtle. Take a minute and look at it. See if anything stands out to you. Shape, don't overthink it. Just let it come, okay? Gaia, Pachamama, Great Mother. Hello, Great Mother. Ancient remnant of a bygone era. Knowledge of all ancestors, or of the ancestors. Deliberate, slow, and steady movement. Well, that's kind of what I was saying about the Empress. She's, this isn't deliberate, slow, and steady movement, right? So we've got, and that's the reason I keep emphasizing that card, is because that's what's on, the clowns to the left of me thing. What's on either side of you over here. So embrace this calm energy of the moon and the Empress and the turtle. And that is going to be the thing that's going to get you to what you want to be. And this is a big month of change for you. You're getting activated on 2 different levels because of the eclipses, and then also because you're a cardinal sign. Okay. All right, Cancers. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, everything you do for the channel, sharing, and donating. No donation is too big or too small. It's all greatly appreciated. Check out some of my stuff. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. Have a great March. I'll talk to you soon.